Minecraft world. As you can see, oh no! As you can see, it's blank. That is because we are going to start making stuff in it. You know, houses and stuff like that. Just, it's a flat world. Well, I keep revealing it. So, the reason I haven't been uploading is... voila! This is the reason. Not because I built this thing. Or been building this thing. But because I recently had a baby. Little baby girl. She is why I have not been uploading on my channel a lot. Because, well, so I've been wanting to make videos to say, hey, I'm pregnant. We got baby food when we found out we were pregnant. And when she was due, we got baby food. And then the baby food, we were going to do the baby food challenge. However, we kind of didn't do that. Because I just was so sick. I was just very nauseous, sick, tired as hell. Or heck. I was just really tired. And I just felt like blah. And when I could play, I'd play. So you guys would probably see me upload during this whole almost 11-month period. Because, yeah, I had her in January. But yeah, so this is why I've been absent, is because we had a baby. I would try to upload in the past a little bit, but the only problem was I would get so sick, or I would have to run to the restroom a billion times, or I'd get so tired. So that's why most of my clips from the last 11 months, which I have been absent about 3 or 4 months, that's because she's growing, and sorry about that, that was my phone. If you guys don't know about having a baby, they're very, very high maintenance. Well, they're high maintenance, but ours is even more high maintenance because she was diagnosed with MCAD, which is a disease, a genetic disease that means that she has to eat more frequently. Her sugars can't drop. It's kind of like hyperglycemic, but different. Her sugars can't drop because if they do, she can either have seizures, go into a coma, or die. So we have to feed her more frequently than most, and she can't go without a meal, or else any of that stuff can happen. I really hate that it's raining, and I forget how to, you know, freaking make it stop. It's been a long, long time since I've played. So, yeah. So it just has to rain. But, yeah, I'll probably tell more about that. Hey! Looky there. How convenient. A donkey and babies. But, why are you in my face? But this is why I've been absent, for quite some time. And then when I did upload it, I was always, only a few minutes or maybe an hour or so. I can't remember all my uploads. They weren't very long, but that's because I'd get sick and tired and all that. I love my baby. Oh my gosh, she's so precious. And adorable and a miracle. Because, we were told that we couldn't get pregnant because I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovaries, which means I have cysts in my ovaries that bust. And they said that we couldn't get pregnant unless I took expensive fertility drugs. Well, uh, I we just couldn't afford expensive fertility drugs because they range from like 2,400, and so um, and that's just a dose, which is a shot, and then you have, or then there's ones that you have to take constantly every day in your stomach and all that. Yeah, there's a lot. We've researched it and all that, but we we couldn't afford that. We couldn't do that. So we kind of all but given up because we've been trying to have a baby for years now, and then finally they just were like, so we gave up. But then um I was house sitting for my mom and watching her dog and that, and I just didn't feel right for like 3 weeks straight. I felt really nauseous, and then by the end of the third week, I actually started throwing up my favorite foods and all that, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Am I getting sick? Like, am I getting the flu or something? Or is something in the house causing me to get sick? Well, another thing with PCOS is you don't have regular periods, so I could go, I could have one month, then have one the next month, or I could go have one month, and then go 4 months without having a period. And that was what kind of happened. It wasn't 4 months. It was 2 months, like 2.5 months that I had went without a period, and I didn't think anything of it because PCOS is like that. um, well, when I started getting sick, that's when stuff started, like, something wasn't right. And then I got to thinking, I was like, yeah, I haven't had my period. So I told Jess, I said, if I don't get my period by the end of this month, then we need to take a pregnancy test. And me being really skeptical because, they said we couldn't get pregnant. I took a pregnancy test, it came out positive. I took another one, it came out positive. And I was still just not convinced at all. So then we went, because we got the cheapy brand. And then we went and got Clear Blue because that's what his aunt said to try. Well, we got Clear Blue, and we didn't check the pack, so we thought it was just the plus and minus, or the plus and then one line thing, negative and plus sign. Well, one of them was, and I took it at night. It came out positive, and then we're just like, eh. Well, then the next morning, I went to get up and go take care of mom's dog because being in the house kind of made me sick too. Like, there was just certain smells in the garage, and I couldn't clean them up or anything, and it would just make me really sick. So I came back home, and then I would go take care of Ray in the morning and then at night and stuff. Well, I took the other one. Well, when I opened up the other one, it was a digital. So it basically said pregnant or not pregnant, and then it said you had to wait like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I took it. Then I went out and got me something to drink, and then I was going to get the kittens down here something to eat. So with the time of me peeing on it to me walking into the kitchen, which is just, a couple steps away, it already read pregnant, and it was flashing. And I'm sitting there like, holy cow. So I was pregnant. So then I had to do all the doctor's appointments, all the blood tests and all that, and it It was hell. Heck. I don't know. It's hell. I don't care. um, and me being somebody who's terrified of needles, um, me who's being terrified of needles, you have to get poked and prodded a lot. And I mean a lot. And vials of blood and all that. And then going into labor was even worse because I have rolling veins, so they stuck me about 10 times in each arm until they finally got a spot where they can give me, IVs and stuff. And I have to say, I mean, everybody's childbirth is different. Mine was scary because they induced me way too early. I was like 2 weeks early. It was 2 weeks until my due date, and they induced me, and I was not, I wasn't ready. My body wasn't ready, nothing. They had to give me 3 pills to open, to help me, have the baby. And yeah, it was just, my body wasn't ready. So then when I was in labor for 40 hours, when they finally said that I had contracted a infection, a uterine infection, because of if they check your cervix too many times, it can lead to a infection, which was what the case was, because I wasn't ready and they just kept checking me and all that. So I had to have an emergency C-section. And me being terrified of needles and all that shit, all that stuff, it was terrifying. But when it happened, when it was time for it to happen, it was good. I mean, it was fine. And then I didn't get to see my baby for a while because when they pulled her out of me, her lungs were full of amniotic fluid still, so they had to rush her over to the table and start pumping out the liquids in her lungs, and then she had to be rushed to the NICU, and I only got to see her in passing, and I didn't get to see her much. All I saw was like a blanket, a burrito, a baby burrito. I didn't get to see her. And then it was 2 days after I gave birth that I actually finally got to go see her, because I still had to heal and having an epidural, which, yes, I had an epidural even though I hated needles. That was another thing that I hyperventilated and cried about. But the pain just got a little too uncomfortable, so I had to have an epidural. And then they give you time after having an epidural to, be able to walk again and stuff. And so, and of course, there's a lot of other nasty stuff with giving birth. So they wouldn't let me see her for 2 days until I was able to, get up and whatnot. So everybody else got to see my baby before me. But when I saw her, oh my gosh, she's so precious. She's still so precious. She's getting so big. She just turned 3 months old, I think a week ago. Yeah, I think a week ago she turned 3 months old. She's so cute, so precious. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I want to do a whole story time on all this stuff, so I can go into detail and, talk about her disease and her genetic disease. It's complicated, but then again not. And like her getting sick, normal kids, like normal babies, when they get sick, they can ride it out. She can't. If she gets sick, it's an automatic warrant to the hospital, where they have to put her on glucose IV, the glucose IVs, and sometimes it was only 2 weeks, and she was in the hospital, and she had to be on air and glucose IV drip. It was a lot, and me just your emotions after your hormones and emotions, and that after you have a baby, you think that they're bad when you're pregnant. After having the baby, they are like unlogical. Like, you cannot bring yourself to say, well, this is how it is. This is how it's always been. You're just like, you're hysteric, uh, sad, upset, mad, and then it takes you a couple weeks or even a month to like your hormones to level back out. And uh, speaking of, that was an alarm to say that she needs to be fed. But yeah, it was. There's so much. I will do a. I'll do a. I don't know. Me and Katybug. And. Yeah, if you don't know Katybug is. Well, you should know Katybug. She's been on here. But we have a channel together called Crafty Critters. I've uploaded some stuff over there. If you actually want to see, like, I gave. What did I made a video that showed the pregnancy tests, the ultrasounds, uh, and then the gender reveal. We had the gender reveal in October. I so wanted to put a video up on it, but just being pregnant, and for me, it was exhausting. Other people, they can still do whatever and, still, be pregnant and do whatever and energetic and all this stuff. Me, no. Me, I was exhausted and tired and sick, and certain smells would just tear my stomach up, and I would just vomit. Or you'd be just standing there, fine as can be, and just spew. I remember I was talking on the phone to my mom. I was fine talking on the phone with my mom, but within like 2 seconds, I had to pull the phone away real quick because I was puking. But okay, I just wanted to reveal on this channel, my gaming channel, that hey, I had a baby. That's why I have been absent. And yeah, I did just create this within like a 30-minute, if that, span. I don't even remember. It wasn't that long. I thought it was going to take forever, but it wasn't. So then this world, we're gonna create things like stuff like that and all that. A village was spawned in this world. I did not build that. It just kind of came with this world. And I think the world is... I hate doing that. I think I made it small, so I think where this yellow stuff is like the border. Yeah, see the yellow is the border. So it's gonna just be filled with stuff like this, pixel art. Of course, animals for some reason. Get out of here. And mobs. But I could probably go in and change that, because we really don't need them. But yeah, I'll make some other videos. This was just a kind of like update of why I haven't been uploading and playing games on this channel. I so want to get back into Minecraft and Ark and all that. And then I got Minecraft for the... Did I do that? Maybe. And then I got Minecraft for the PC, so I'm gonna try to play that. It's so much different than trying to play it on here. But yeah, I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. I still gotta take care of baby girl, of course. Um, but yeah, all that happy, joyful stuff. I think I'm gonna upload a video to the Crafty Critters channel. I should try to link them in the description of, like, from Crafty Critters I should link this one, and from this one I should try to link Crafty Critters. So you guys can go check them all out. And subscribe and like the videos or something. I don't really care if you like the videos, because to my opinion some of them are just not good. We have crappy camera. We're using our phone, and then lighting sucks, and but we do some weird stuff. I want to get more into crafting and over there, because right now it's kind of been just like reviewing stuff and all that stuff, because I haven't been able to use some of my crafting stuff, because when you're pregnant they tell you not to touch paint, they tell you not to mess with resin, and so on and so forth. So I will get to crafting and all that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.